I was standing in the attic when I heard the tape tear. Slow, careful, like someone didn't want the sound to exist. Dust floated in the slanted light. The air smelled like old wood and summers that never came back. My wife sat on the floor, legs folded beneath her, a box open at her knees. Photo albums, our life compressed into glossy rectangles. Her hands shook as she slid one into a trash bag. She didn't hear me at first. She was crying without noise. That's what stopped me, not the tears. The discipline. When she finally looked up, her face collapsed and reassembled in less than a second. Guilt does that. It teaches speed. You came early, she said. I nodded. My voice stayed locked away. Downstairs, footsteps moved with purpose. Measuring tape snapped open. A man laughed, too relaxed for someone standing in my house. That was when I understood. Something was being packed. Something was being sold. And I hadn't been invited to either decision. I went back down slowly. Every step felt deliberate, like the house was watching to see what I'd do with the truth. My daughter stood in the living room with her husband. A realtor scribbled notes, smiling professionally. Tape stretched wall to wall. My daughter didn't look at me. Just planning, she said. Too quickly. For the future. The future didn't include me. I felt it settle in my chest, heavy, final. No one explained. No one needed to. The silence had already signed the papers. That night I lay awake beside my wife, listening to her breathe like a stranger. Her phone buzzed once at 2:14 a.m. She didn't move. I did. The name wasn't saved. Just a number. I didn't wake her. I didn't accuse. I didn't need drama to tell me what was already clear. Betrayal doesn't announce itself. It rearranges the furniture and waits for you to notice. I started watching. Not like a jealous man, like an auditor. Phone records, bank transfers. Small withdrawals timed with his visits. My son-in-law had a history I'd never bothered to learn. That was my mistake. Men like him thrive on that. I requested files quietly. Old employment records, court transcripts buried under expungements. There it was. A violent incident years ago. A knife. A witness who recanted. Evidence mishandled. Time served reduced to nothing. I didn't feel anger. I felt alignment. I let weeks pass. I smiled at dinner. I helped measure rooms. I listened as they discussed listing prices like I was already a ghost. Inside, I built something cold and precise. Truth doesn't need force. It needs timing. I found the witness. Paid for her travel. Paid for her silence before, this time paid for her voice. I handed everything to a lawyer who specialized in reopening. Graves people thought were empty. The call came on a Tuesday. They were reopening the case. That night, I laid the documents on the kitchen table. My wife read them slowly. Her crying was louder this time. Messy, real. I didn't know, she said. I believed her. That didn't change anything. My daughter screamed when the police came. He didn't fight. Men like him never do when the math turns against them. 7 years, minimum. The judge didn't look at me, but I felt seen anyway. In the end, no one asked me why I did it. They assumed love or rage. It was neither. It was correction. I left the cabin before July 4th. The house sold anyway. My wife moved closer to our daughter. I didn't stop her. I didn't argue for memories that were already being boxed. Some betrayals don't break you. They clarify you. I live alone now. Quiet mornings. Clean lines. No surprises. Sometimes I think about the attic. The albums. The tears without sound. And I feel nothing. That's how I know I won.